We are back into it though. Obviously there's the Mario Mobile parked up there. A little orange banger. Yellow, rather. Colours quite hard.
Carcass carrying on the movement-based issues we saw on train, I guess, there. Jumping on the bin, falling off the bin.
Yeah. He's wearing side 30s.
Essentially going in the bin.
But he's actually going to... Oh yeah, probably. Ooh. Straight to DE_bin. He isn't able to put up a bit of a fight here. They're coming back around. They're trying to secure that long control. Aussie might be the thorn in their side. They do spot out Carcass. Spams out the USP. It's an awkward firefight, and Smooya will overthrow him. And this is where the battle of the A site is going to go down. Jacob, smooth adjustment there, Ben.
Yeah, very nice adjustment. Gets the kill that was needed. 4v3 now. Carcass already thinks, as you mentioned, taking down 2. Now it's a 4v2. You've got Capers on a mad rotate. But you've still got no kit in play there. You've got Emin on a CZ with smoke. No longer. Just Capers on his own in 1v4, no kit as I mentioned.
Well, Smooya from quite a distance will get the final frag over on Capers. And the Pensioners, they come in strong off of their prior map win, obviously. Feeling themselves. Instantly the buy-up for the AK there for Smooya. JKM going to be rocking the Mac 10. Try and hit Masank a little bit faster pace.
So 3 AKs in play, 2 Mac 10s. Smooya doing a set smoke straight away from the get-go. Is that the new front toilets one, I guess?
Looks like that's where it's landed.
Yeah. So just a bit quicker compared to the other one. Sometimes you'd have to wait half a second or so when you get to that little edge of steps. There's a party in the pit.
What? What's going on there? Jake, get us away from this. This is not Disney Channel friendly. Oh. Oh no! Jake, cut away! Do not go back to the B site. It's not approved. That is not allowed. Right, especially going out towards A.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Aussie comes
oh god, no,
no
Jake! Jake! Right, shut it down. Shut it down. Prem's cancelled.
£90 million.
£90 million brown deal with Disney XD, and it's gone, Ben. Oh, the Prem finals were going to be at Disneyland. Not anymore. And it's all Jake's fault.
Wait, do you know what? Is that Disneyland? Disneyland Paris?
It might well be. It might well be. We're here for the major.
We are here for the major, to be fair.
Oh.
So we're seeing this weird buy come through from looking for Rogue. So you've got the full rifle buy, but look how low the equipment values are. Like, you know, you've got no smokes pretty much left. Hype sees one straight from spawn, which I think was the monster one that's landed. So if there was a fast play there, it would be slightly delayed. But it looks like they're planning to, well, they were planning to commit to it. But Emin's already up short.
Emin's giving it, Ben. Finds the first, looks for the second. It's an easy spray down. A hat trick picked up. Capers as well, going to get involved on towards Shaney. And the Pensioners, if they were trying to cook up a third round, it's definitely not coming their way.
Bit burnt.
Overcooked.
Overcooked.
2 on the Nintendo Switch.
We've got so many brand deals lately.
Other brands of game console are available, of course.
I spoke to my taxi driver this morning about the Mega Drive.
What did he say?
He was saying how his son, who's 31, still plays the Mega Drive quite consistently.
Plays Counter-Strike on it, doesn't he, mate? Loves it. That Dust 2 map. That's his favourite.
Apparently he just really enjoyed it. Apparently his son used to throw the joysticks at the walls and stuff.
Well, that sounds like a good healthy thing to be doing.
And as we all know now, as the recent tweet got shown, there is no link between violence in video games and adult teens.
That is true.
So
however, the Mega Drive.
Yeah, to be fair, it did say violent video games, so maybe he was playing Mario Kart and getting rather physical.
Well, yeah, could be the case. Road Rage, induced by Mario Kart. That'll be the next one. Well, just reaching the minute mark into round 4 here. Smooya going for the long rotate. The great travel. The great commute then, the whole way.
So Emin did spot Lazard towards the door when he did jump peek. The worrying bit is that you need to make sure the flashes that are used are perfect. Because the setup of Monster, you can basically only blind one of them at the same second. So flash goes through hyper blind. There should be a wide base with Capers, which there is one. And just the one, which probably isn't good enough right now. It's a 3v3.
Oh, Emin. Flick up headshot on towards Shaney, adjust onto Smooya as well. And all of a sudden, it is only Cryptics that remains in a 1 versus 3. 20 seconds on the clock. Carcass a wide swing with the AUG. And he gets left lifeless on the ground.
Emin seems to have started this map on the right side of the bed, didn't he?
5 and 3.
Right side of the gaming chair.
Yeah, literally the right side.
Yeah.
The left side's never good. It's never warm.
Why is it warm?
It's nearer to the heater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nearer to the heater, of course.
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
So it warms up on that side. Keeps the mouse hand slightly warmer than the
Yeah.
keyboard hand, which can be annoying, but you know.
I'd rather have my right hand be warmer.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't be shaking your WASD, can you?
No.
You shake your mouse bad.
Shaney actually getting a fair bit of damage done, all things considered. It's just easy pickings though, no real room for trades. Well, you say that. Jacob actually starts to deal damage with a P250. Yeah, nearly a follow-up frag onto Ozzy. He's just left on 17 HP, Ben. And Cryptix, he scavenged the orb.
There's a lot of damage done here. There's a free kill found. We did know the player was at trash, but unfortunately no armor, as well as Emin landed the headshot immediately. No chance to get that kill. In terms of damage, actually not too bad. Like 2 kills, you invested probably just, you know, about 400, 500 on average per player. It's actually alright. The AKs will be back in play, but again, not much grenades to back it up. The question is, what will they do from the get-go this time? So we saw basically a default turn into nothing earlier on. Was losing 3 health to landing on someone's head. So he might have big biceps, but I guess his legs aren't that strong. Otherwise, he would have Cooper stomped him.
Yeah, that's true. He's not really been focusing on you know, gaining mass recently, Ben. He's actually cutting these days.
Oh,
so he's trying. Yeah, he's trying to cut. So obviously, maybe losing some of the weight from his calves.
That's why you got rid of the curls.
Yeah,
They weigh loads.
no, literally cutting. Yeah, his hair.
It's crazy how it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll be curly again by the time we get to LAN. Hopefully.
Oh, he was curly. Remember he sent me that nice little snap?
Oh yeah, the curls were back.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why they'll qualify.
Oh, Jacob spotted Carcass pushing that way. Look at all of them. The hunt is on. They all know he's there.
Oh, they can smell the blood. So they slowly approach Carcass. They're going to ravage him, Ben. Smooya with a moving AK kill. Shaney as well. Further frag being picked up. Surfs his way out of there. That was nice. Smooth exit.
However, needs to make a real smooth exit here. Ooh. Given a chance to buy capers, and Ozzy's the only man in front of them and can't get anything done.
Wow. As Cryptix got that kill. 12 HP. And he still just bombards his way up towards the site. Shaney, not content with finding the initial frag, goes back for more. And Jacob, with a final attack, douses Hype in bullets. And ties it up 3-3.
So that's an AK round where you got all 5 alive. Look at the CT economy for reference as well. I'm in the only one with actual money in the bank. I would have liked to just see an M4 armor or something and then play around it. But I suppose the AWP can do the same job, but then you've got some inconsistencies. Ozzy buying a bit too much here. So, relying on Emin, he started this map really strong as well. Smooya did spot him. That was ever so close.
That's the train.
Never late. That was precisely what it means to.
Like all good wizard trains do.
Yeah. Do you remember your first time on the
Platform 9 3/4.
Overpass Express?
At King's Cross. I do indeed, basically. Ran straight into the wall. The wall being pretty crumbled at this point. Because looking for AUG, they can't actually block them. Carcass, it could have been something special. Grabs the P250, finds that first kill into Jacob, nearly the fling around for the follow-up. But instead, it all comes down to Emin. He's had a good start to the game. Can he add another round to that? No, misses with the AWP. That should have been the opener into just a one-on-one. Instead, Shaney makes a fool out of him with the AK, saves the AWP as well as it drops down. The Pensioners get themselves a guaranteed 4th round now, going into number 8.
So you can see the money on the CT side. Just as I mentioned last round, they didn't really buy correctly based off of that round that they had. And we now see another horrendous buy.
That's just whatever they can get, yeah. But we've got 2 smokes, 2 HEs, 2 flashes.
Now, he could have just accepted, okay, we'll take the hit on this round, we'll get a really good buy next. They've had they had a clean round followed by having 2 lives still. this could be a diabolical setup. If they get both kills connected, they've already got B short controls as well. If they needed to exit that way, they could. Quite a battle between Hype and Shaney right there through this one. I'm surprised Ozzy was still peeking that when it's mere peak.
Yeah, he's been able to grab himself the AK. Goes back for a third as well. Jacob will be able to overthrow. So we're 2-on-3 into the round. Shaney leads the charge. Jacob going to follow suit.
Quite worrying that Hype's the one that's rotated back away when he's on 17 HP.
It is quite awkward, obviously, the close man. I mean, potentially he's going to get a read on this. If he can get one frag, they are very low. It wouldn't be surprising.
My word.
Spam! Oh, no! Oh, he was too hyped up then.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Bit of an awkward one. However, Emin on the scene, they're both so low, surely puts them into a position to trade it. Cape is slowly approaching, skulking his way up from behind. Arrives over at the toilets and looks to try and mop up the situation now. Jacob just sitting, holding, focusing towards long. He walks straight into the crosshair. It's an easy kill. Pulls the trigger. Scavenges the org. Hype. All he had to do was get that frag then. He thought he'd go for the bold play. The spam, just to expect him to run into it, was shooting way too high. Committed to the full spam.
It was a full LEG outline, wasn't it?
Oh, right around the body.
Fully.
In the hood.
And I posed the potential threat of having the player on low HP rotating. And that shows it though. I mean, obviously he whiffed the spray, whiffed everything that was required from it.
Panicked at the position he was then in.
But
fully
then
committed to it.
Jacob just needed that one hit. And it's easy enough to get the one hit. Right?
Oh, he's a one-hit wonder, mate.
And it looks like it'll be another clean round for the Pensioners as well. Most likely heading into a 6-3 scoreline. The money will be building up. Looking for Org, it won't be a fantastic buy next round either. It'll be very similar to the Barons we've seen from them already this game, which are mostly rifles and grenade or two.
Yeah. And you cannot be affording to concede this many rounds on your CT side as well. We need more from them. They've got to have some life here on their CT side. T side is going to be a struggle.
They're going double glass cannon AWP on overpass. So double AWP on overpass is quite rare anyway.
Yeah.
All things considered, like, the options you have, you can't put them both A because you run that risk of being quite squashed.
So what's Karkas doing with his here towards B?
Has to be a peak, right? Shaney's had complete control over that though, is the issue. They're already close mid.
Oh no, Cape is.
Wait,
Misses the shot then, doesn't even get one for his troubles. Ozzy taken down. Lazar knows they're an AWP, he could smell it, his nostrils, they've expanded. Twice their width that day.
And his eyes?
Lit up, Ben.
Completely lit up.
And his heart grew 4 times bigger than it ever had been before. And this is the story of how the Grinch stole Christmas.
How the Grinch stole the curls.
Bogdan's Law coming into effect though. 24 HP. He is creeping up. Fair bit of utility left as well for that T side. Smoke and a flash drawn on JKM and Lazar. They'll be cast out towards the site now to block off the angles. Emin, he's in a prime time position to go huge, but the flashbang completely blinds him. Restricts him from doing anything there at all. That's going to be the plan. And for Hype and Karkas, really, in a 2 versus 4, might just be worth calming down a bit and holding on to these guns.
Yeah, they need to get the save in. The worrying thing is, though, if you do save with 2, you're reaching what now? 2-9, 3-4, it might be 3-4 actually in the loss bonus. So you'll be on 3-4. Some of your players will be thinking we can probably buy around those 2 guns. And it's kind of a trap, really, in my mind at least. I feel like you should only probably do it, but you've got 3, or if you've got some extra cash around it as well, just to back it up a bit more. Lazar's trolling. Nice to see.
Terrorists win.
But 7-3. We did see a similar scoreline in the first half last map, though, in all fairness. However, that was a battle of, the attrition when Pensioners were on their CT side. You can see the difference of being on that T side. You're able to build up a lot more money, a lot easier as well. So they have been pulled into this buy, though. You can see 2 full M4 buys, an AWP buy, MP9 and the AWP back in. The AWP is again glass cannon, doesn't drop an M4 across to an AWP for us. Trying to force any kind of play they can find right now. So all in all, B short control taken quite easily from the Pensioners. This is the first time we've seen them actually play a bit more 5-centric towards it on a buy round. We've normally seen some sort of pressure towards mid.
Walking their way in towards this B site. Eventually will be the call, as they do have utility. Ooh, Lazar as well. Spots out Hype, he goes for the peek into it. Do they expect capers? They do. Shaney clearing it very nicely there. He's able to find the easy adjustment on towards the head.
Has JCam not heard it?
JCam. This is actually going from a very commanding lead to a position now that is quite shaky, where it's not really set in stone for either side. The walk up as well, Austin with the timing, switches to the grenades, just the Smooya gets in his face. This is awkward, Ben. 2 versus 3 here. Carcass, no armor. Emin, just with the Org, and it looks like they are just going to be holding. Push is coming towards them. Smooya's walking straight up. They're ready for it potentially. It could just be a matter of time on the actual face around. Goes for the wide swing there. Carcass will get the trade, but that is it. The round's basically set in stone now from here. Carcass will flee. Lazar and Cryptics will attempt to get away.
I'm not really sure what that plan was. 2v3 there.
Could just
like, Emin walking up.
Kill. Yeah.
But, you know, we can see the tier coming there. You can't be thinking, if you're on LFAug, you know, they've probably got a lot of money built up.
Yeah.
So, what good is finding a kill and getting the trade for it?
You losing that gun is way worse than you even killing everyone that was still alive. It would not have an impact, really.
It really doesn't change much of anything. 8-3. LFAug finally accept. We'll go for an actual half buy slash eco. They still have the open play on Carcass, of course. Hasn't been able to get anything done so far. However, Aussie did get spotted by JCam just then. Shane, he's been running rampant on this B bomb set, hasn't he?
Shane's been giving it, to be fair. Across both maps, he's actually looked pretty effective in being able to find these entries. Very crisp. Carcass and Emin. That's about it. Again, left in this position where it's a 2 versus 4. Smooya sat in his little perch. On his little wheel. Waiting for the push to come towards.
He's been shot by his teammate.
Oh no.
As if Carcass hasn't heard that noise. Oh my god. That's...
The BM.
That is rough.
Surely
that
not
is
again,
rough.
No, goes down, Emin will kill him. Oh, there you have it then.
He's being shot by his teammates, and they're still like unfazed by the noise of metal headshot, like think animate. Like
The metal into blood.
Yeah.
Like
9-3, and it's getting out of hand really for LFAug right now. They're desperate to like find anything. Double up comes out this time on Emin with Carcass. Carcass still hasn't been able to do anything with this sword, if I'm honest. I'm wondering if Emin will be a bit more proactive in terms of attempting to make it play. This is different finally, but he misses the shot again. And Lazar's holding the angle.
Ooh. Okay, the snap around Lazar.
That was the paracord right there.
To be fair, it probably was.
He's not used to it yet. His mouse actually went off the table.
Feels like he's playing with a wireless mouse. Straight from the horse's mouth, that one. Literally feels wireless. It's OP. That's
It does sound like
that was a quote from Joe when he showed me his mouse at LAN. No, that's a nice mouse. I'll do that. 3 versus 4 now, Ben. Still trying to battle in towards this B site. A trade of flashbangs come across to blind each other. Capers flashes out. He goes for the wide face and peeks into him. Good potential for some havoc. They've actually given him a lot of leeway here to back off as well. Hype's the only one playing fairly aggressive towards short. The timing is awful for him. As Lazar flicks around just at the correct instance as well. Capes peeks into Smooya's AWP. Lazar bounds into action with a further kill, taking it over to 2 now as Aussie's executing. It's all on Carcass. A round that should have been looking for Augs is quickly going to the Pensioners camp. It is a 1v3. Walking his way out towards the site, scoped in. He's got a flashbang to aid him. Oh, finds the first adjustment, but he's already taken damage. Can't quite hit the second either. Dives his way over, yeets himself into position. Ben taps the bomb to try and draw the fire towards him. Charges his way around, hits the no-scope. Ridiculousness as it falls now into a 1v1 versus Shaney, but he has no real time. He's got to go for it. It's now or never, no kit. Jumps back on the bomb, picks one up on the way back, but he will go down.
But ultimately, those 2 kills again, it just feels like a lot of the time there might be some element of, not stat padding at least, but you know, it feels like these kills aren't valuable in any way. They're not impactful. It feels like I'm watching Jame on Overpass with an AWP right now.
There's no impact frags. It means nothing to the overall outcome of the actual round.
And in case somebody doesn't know the reference point of Jame, there was a game, well, there was the game against Liquid, I think it was an Overpass, where 15 rounds and it was like an 8-7 half. Jame died 4 times. He saved his AWP from 2nd round to the 3rd round.
Yeah.
That's how, like, you know, there wasn't much true proactiveness, trying to get involved, trying to make a difference in the actual, you know, the actual game. Like, sometimes you have to take the risk which you would not normally take. This is the kind of game where you need to do it. You're facing elimination, technically. This is, you know, pensions are 1-0 up. Kind of amusing to see Jacob whip out a Mach 10, though, isn't it?
Notice this round, the amount of cash they have as well, yeah. Really just feeling himself with the confidence.
It's just that movement, right? But it's just kind of amusing.
Oof. Nearly the flick. Would have been the SMG on SMG fight as well. It all comes down to this, potentially, here on round 14. Bit of a showdown on B. Evan and Capers. 1 Molotov, an M4 and a UMP. Versus the arsenal that the Pensioners have going into this round. Emin, if you can get the first pick, it's incredibly doable. From this point, it all comes up to Lazza. Spotted out the elbow, knows he's still trapped in position. Small tag off, yeah, the sliver of damage. Lazza has the bomb. It's a fast rotate round towards the A site then. They have that read. They know what's going down. Both of them now with rifles in hand. Emin could be his 4K if he can get the next frag and close it down. He's picking up a kit there on the rotate as well, Ben.
Capers knows very well what to do here, though. Both players heard each other. Very awkward. The Deagle is not a fantastic weapon to have in this situation. Lazza, he knows. Both of them know that they heard each other. If Lazza's able to get and try and find a different 1v1, this could be crazy.
Oh,
he's caught himself in between both.
Yeah.
I suppose at the same time, you've got the mental battle where you're thinking, well, I heard him. Maybe he didn't hear me. And he's decided to go back around or something, or, you know, there's always thinking maybe he's still not there, right? But Emin, you know, 4 kills into the round, he's been the only one really showing up for them. Think about the spray down short earlier on, the 3K, had a 2K followed by that, 4K now as well.
15 to 11, heads and shoulders above the entire team there. You know, even currently top fragging on the server right now, 1 kill more than Shaney.
Bizons are out.
Okay. The overpass business strategy. I see they've been looking at our old demos.
To be fair, it's 100% success rate.
It does work.
As long as you're following the leader, wherever he may go.
Yeah, follow the leader. Only works on overpass, only works on LAN. Could be the issue.
Potentially, but you can see the pair. They are charging, but it doesn't really matter because Shaney's destroying everyone. No. Carcass is chasing these 2 kills. Hoping to find something, but Ozzy's going to battle the Bizons, and he's lost to them. No! Carcass doesn't have head armor here either. Oh, and it is last round of the half. He's chased them the whole way around this map.
It's me either. Not getting the...
Jacob's got the blood though. Blood sense, he's coming.
Yeah.
They're all coming.
Picked up a whiff. Oh, they're charging. It was an AK kill. Could have been better. Could have been a Bizon. But, you know, we'll let Bizons be Bizons. There it is.
Bisons be Bisons.
There you go. That's the little meme.
Yeah. Everything is Mirage though, isn't it?
It's all Mirage. All the time. All action here at the ESL Prem. 11-4 on overpass, of course.
Yeah, very... I mean, the weird thing is 11-4 doesn't tell you the story of this half, if I'm honest. It feels much more one-sided game than the score suggests.
If you showed me it was 2 UK teams on overpass and it was 11-4 T side, I would have gone, alright, that's not sick. But I would have agreed. However, for them to now move over and have been able to pick up that buffer on their T side going into CT of 11 rounds, especially the team they are and the style of CS they tend to play on this map.
And with the confidence.
yeah, I don't know how much stock you can really give to LFAug in terms of this one, because obviously pensioners are just so heavily favoured right now. Walking into this, they're going to be looking like Vince McMahon walking down the ramp, just tight and trotting in the background, giving it.
I'm pretty sure he like injured something once when he was doing that walk.
What, the power walk?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did injure like one of his legs.
Probably, you know, he flicks them right out.
He does. It's
Power
I'm
stance.
trying to think. I remember because the video I sent you, I put in WhatsApp, wasn't it? The video of me walking down that.
Yeah.
Well, not
Giving
that
it.
ramp.
Well,
but
A ramp.
A ramp. Yeah. Not A ramp Mirage. A different kind of ramp. Yeah. But it, you know, I remember I sent it to my brother. I was like, I thought I'd been to Monday in this, and he went, but you didn't. Yeah, there was an injury. I can't remember what it was. So 2 pairs of duelies. So Jacob and Smuya following the same.
They're on a buy
call
scheme
here.
right
yeah,
now.
Yeah, they are on a buy scheme. They've been tricked into the pyramid scheme.
They've invested into a one-time fee that determines their bides for them for the next few days.
Jacob got given. He got dropped those duelies by Smuya.
Yeah, because he had armor.
That's an interesting one. Somehow still 2v2 though.
Oh.
2v1. So obviously there's no kit.
No.
We could have had duelie kit.
Which might have been a little bit better. Lazar.
That's wild.
Yeah, this is pretty bold. Lazar bounding into action now.
I mean, Emmons ran away.
Oh, he's a sniper with a hell of a scope, Ben. But can he utilise the pistol in the same fashion? Apparently, yes, to start it off. Gets the initial frag. But he's still got to take down one more T. Taps the bomb, trying to force out the face. Charges in, gets the first shot off, but it will not matter. Emin. Oh, none of this. We've already had the, you know what I mean? This is not acceptable. We can't allow this on air.
I can't believe they're doing this.
Emin is not, you know, that's not PG-13, Ben.
It's not.
That's at least rated R. For Rebel.
Absolute rebel. Smoothie's got head armor deagle. Surprised able to afford that. As well as having 800 to spare. So there's quite a few of them clumped on these stairs right now. Could be an issue for Carcass if he were to move forward a bit more. As there is a crossfire effect. Oh. Don't care about the crossfire. I mean, there's Smuya also there.
That is true. Okay, Cape is.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, it works out in the end.
Yeah.
It's all right. Recovers, composes himself, and puts Jacob to bed, leaving him into the 4-on-4. Obviously, the pistols versus the upgraded weapons there, and the collateral.
It is follow the leader, isn't it?
They are fully just, yeah. They're just going for the mass rotate back around.
It's like when somebody calls, yes, do around the world, but then you have no idea what it is. And then most people are like, what's around the world? They're like, follow me.
Just, yeah, you just follow one guy.
Follow me.
I'll lead the way. Toward the overpass. Capers. Pass out the smoke. They're going to charge their way straight towards the site. Cryptic's playing on the close angle. Not a chance to do too much. Smuya trying to do a little bit of a finesse play that his ex-teammate did.
Why are you not stabbing?
Oh, hang on, Ben. Can the chef cook something ridiculous up right here?
No.
Probably. Yes! He did it, Ben! Oh!
Imagine
the
that
arm
in,
span
imagine
on
that in
that
full
boy.
slow-mo. Because that...
Right.
That would have looked traumatic from Aussie's point of view.
Get the replay of that, slow-mo it down. We've got our highlight of the night. There it is. That's the one.
What?
That's outrageous.
And he got enough money to get an AWP. And Kevlar.
That was, oh my goodness. Lazar. Has he got such a long
Straight
arm?
through him like an onion.
He's like a kangaroo, Ben. My goodness.
You looked like a kangaroo the other night.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your pouch.
You leave my pouch alone. He's been playing pretty lights out, and he is going to try and further that again. Lots of damage done. Unfortunately, though, he isn't finding the frags. Those are all going to the CT side, as Hype is now the only one left for the troublesome terrorists. An 11-6 scoreline. He needs to get around for them. Instead, Pensioners taking it, putting him down, securing themselves the 12th. They're so close, Ben, to actually picking this one up.
Yeah, in a very good spot. You can see damage on the money for looking for Org. Obviously, they did lose 2 players in the round they won second. But that was enough that they had to force some rebuys in. And they're actually going to be forcing into this one as well, which could be an absolute issue, because you can see 4 sets of utility of 3 of the players. An AWP play as well. It's going to be a B play. 4 players potentially going towards short. Luz has already heard all of them coming as well. Shaney, he's ready to battle. 2 immediate kills in the rush, still ready to fight even more. Doesn't quite get the 3rd.
Ooh, the next snapper's coming through. Lazar bouncing back and forth with the scope, hungering for a kill. J-Chem as well. If he plays it correctly, it could still be a massive thorn in their side. They are finding the frags, but he starts to capitalize. Gets the kill off on towards Capis. Casts up the Molotov as well, and the follow-up, the headshot, as he decapitates Hype. And it's all on Carcass. With not much HP, he goes down fairly quickly. 13th now secured for the Pensioners.
The awkward bit is, for looking for Org, that round is actually quite close.
Yeah.
So you're tempted with another force buy. It won't be pretty. But, at this point you start to think your back's against the wall, it might be worth it. You can take 1 eco on the chin if you want and get a buy-in next. Because at least if you're going for an uphill battle at 14-6, it does still feel within your reach. So you can see, yeah, they're going to like just go for the pistol, some armor here and there. Question is, what can Smooya get done at mid? ADR 24, of course, for this half. Actually, not this half.
Ooh, that was an awkward fight.
Yeah.
Jacob is going to pay the price as well. Goes down Smooya on the tight angle, hitting these ferocious flicks. Trying to deny the push and at least slow them down. Puts them into more of a timid position. In the 3v3. Ooh, they're racking up the frags though. They've actually rearmed themselves with the wall coming through.
Oh
Shady,
no!
rotate! It's missing!
No! That's like hype spray from earlier.
Ben, he could have denied the entire migration. Instead, they have flown the roost to find a new home for the winter. And it's the B site.
You'll have no idea about Emin being this close.
Bomb has been planted.
Still a bit concerned though. A very, very difficult retake to just go for anyway. In general. No kit either. And the round is so different if Shane gets both kills.
Everyone knows, Ben, Smooyas are afraid of fire, so he gets out of there.
Yeah. Got straight out of there before it's going to kick off.
Ross camped it.
So this seems to be a running trend of winning rounds when you don't actually invest into buying, but you're saying we'll buy next. Then you win the round anyway, and it's like, okay. Okay. So the AWP gets saved in. I imagine you buy around it. Although you've got 2 people who can buy next. It's not too bad. Yes, the buy around it is coming in. Luz has got an AUG, no armor. Interesting. And nobody else bought. That's good. Oh, they're going for the triple boost.
Oh.
I was wondering when we'd see people try and do something like this. Because I've not seen anybody try and do the quad boost either on the T side. So they're waiting for any noise towards short before they actually go for the jump up. Just because the angle's really awkward, you can see your gun does stick out. Unfortunately for them, the player's on the complete other side. And we won't be able to see that triple boost come into effect.
Jacob's just got info. Saw at least one player there on the jump spot. They put Lazar up, so he's now exposed, looking to see if anyone's coming. Jacob's still going for these jump faces. The flashbang has come towards him. Ozzy been able to get close, just walking up on the close wall. Gets that initial wide swing and the frag to boot. At this point, you keep Smooya and Lazar over towards that B site. You don't lose those guns and try and carry him through to the next one. So it'll be a little game of protect the VIP then.
I think they're boosting on sandbags now. Let's check outside monster.
Use all the boosts.
So the bomb only just going down now. So you've still got another 45 seconds or so.
Bomb has been planted.
It's going to be a long time for a save.
They have no idea that the AUG is in play, I guess. They'll know about the AWP.
Yeah.
But that AUG is completely unknown. And I think they're double facing on shore right now. Okay, yeah, so they're both like a nice little crossing. Really. So that's 1 kill found. And that's the info the AWP was towards B. It's not really worth them hunting it. The question is, will Cryptix be able to make a move enough to try and get that gun? Because there's a crazy scenario where you might be able to try and get in there, but Aussie is relatively close.
Terrorists win.
13-8. The 2 guns still there. I think they're planning to buy into it based on that armor bought by Cryptix. So he's going to go UMP. Leza can get himself some armor as well. Very disjointed on these buys. Yep, no. Yeah, no. So Cryptix sport. Leza didn't buy armor. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to think.
It's all a bit up in the air, really, isn't it?
They're doing the triple boost again. But unfortunately, it's going to be a play towards Monster. Which I think you can see left side pillar. If Leza was to...
If he was to look over. They're still up there, but
he's very content on just...
Yeah.
Yeah. But that smoke has blocked the vision, otherwise you'd see that player on barrels.
Bomb has been planted.
Still holding out, just in case. I mean, that smoke's going to fade soon.
You've managed to use it after the bomb's been planted.
Yeah, you got a kill from it. You've shown your hand.
However, now comes the retake.
Oh, here we go, though. They're making it work. Ben Smooth with 2 frags already.
Can't see him.
Oh, no. Shaney gets flicked upon. Smooth has to do all the work into this one, and he has. 4 kills picked up. A clinical retake there. Playing around his teammates, finds each and every one of those. Snipes them down with a railgun. And that is going to be the 14th secured by the pensioners.
That's smoothing. Where you kill him from the boost. Oh, they ran off short. Oh.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. I was heaven for 40 seconds, killed all 4 of them, mate. Cool. So 14-8, a round out of nothing. Again. Somehow does result in Pensioners getting 14 rounds on the board and finally a full buy for them. This is probably the biggest round of the game. So Smooth playing anti-flash ready for it. Leza. There'll be no sound cue of Hype's movement there. The second flash will come through. Hype. Actually, it was straight past. Leza for a second attempt fate, didn't he?
Yeah. He gave him a smidgen. A slim chance. Oh no, Smooya. Flashbang coming through, setting up Ozzy to get a beautiful return. Onto JKM. Smooya will trade it back, however. It all comes down to Emin and K-Piz now. The last 2 Ts that remain. Emin already bounding his way in towards the side, but going to have to for the rotate to come around from K-Piz. Just about a minute on the clock. Ben the nade could be pretty damn effective. Cryptix getting hit by it. Lit up to 73 health now. Oh, he doesn't clear it though. They walk into Cryptix. It's his domain. K-Piz bringing it back into a 1v1. Does he realize Smooth is on short, going straight through the smoke. Comes off the bomb, but it's too late. And with that shot, he seals his fate. Match point 100% secure now. It's overtime. All the win for the pensioners at this point. Looking like they're 1 round away from going to our live finals, Ben.
Yep, 1 round away from taking it. Technically, if you think week 3, 0-3, down and out, basically. They get 3 wins in a row. They're then looking to make this a 2-0 as well.
For the position the pensioners were in at the start of the season till now, it would be a hell of a feat.
So much damage, but no kills.
That's so awkward. They're all tagged up. Shaney wants to be the one to hit him with the spray down, assisted by Cryptix as well, as they are blown to bits. K-Piz and Carcass, the last 2 that remain, and they're not alive for long. Shaney sets them up on a date with the coroner. That's a 4K to round it out, and a smooth 2-0 there for the pensioners. They are going to our live finals, Ben, in Manchester. They will be joining the other 2 teams that already confirmed in Reflex and Revelation, meaning we have 1 spot left now.
Yeah, 1 spot left, and that'll be battled between London and Fierce, which will be a hotly contested one. I think, you know, that matchup, when I saw the beat originally, I did feel like it probably does favour Pensioners as more of a 2-0.
Yeah.
And I think first map, it could have gone either way. Genuinely could have gone either way. We had the unfortunate, you know, K-Piz timing out. There was 2 more rounds after that, which were still unforgivable in terms of rounds they should have won. But then moving on to Overpass, you could see the difference, right? The confidence, the ability. It was all pensioners.
Yeah, it was really sort of a night and day transition, obviously, and them actually getting themselves really heavily into it, just being able to control the entire game. And I don't know, it's just one of those where it gets to a point where even though there is still obviously a lot of potential from Looking for Org, and we've seen they had the teamwork and the synergy down on maps like Train for the most part, and on Overpass as well, there were some more hints of that. Yeah. You've obviously got to think about Aussie getting dropped into the mix, still having to adapt to a player like that coming in, changing roles potentially. He actually played pretty well, obviously.
All things considered.
Yeah.
You know, we're not sure what we expect from him. Like, we know he's capable of aiming and everything, but you know, we haven't touched the game. It still takes to get into it, right?
Other than that, really, for the side of pensioners, though, it's just they were a very strong mix. They are a side. As soon as they added Smooya to the roster, that was the point where they were just kind of locking it down, and it was, you know, a formality really for them at that point.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do at the actual LAN finals and who will be going as well, right? That's the other question. Yeah. Which 5 players from the roster will be heading to the actual LAN finals?
Yeah, will actually be able to make their way to the live finals. Well, there is more to come, of course. We are going to be delving into our second best of 3 that should be starting fairly soon. So we'll leave you with these replays, and after that we'll come back in and join our last 2 teams that are trying to duke it out for the final remaining spot.